Time.
Right?
Absolutely.
I definitely would watch it right now. If I wouldn't even Roy Jones, I still want to watch it. Because I want to see how good he is at pulling off Roy's tricks and could he use Roy's tricks against him. Yet I also want to see what Roy come up with different and new because he's copying all Roy's old stuff. You got to come up with something different because the stuff you know him to do, he knows it. So it's not going to work on him. So it's more of an event than a boxing match. And the events always outweigh boxing matches. You understand me? It's like back in the days, the Super Bowl is good, NBA All-Star game is good, I mean, NBA Championship Finals is good. If we have an epic game, we have a good game. But when we play an All-Star game, you got the best of the best. We all want to see how that happens. How they will merge on the court. How will this guy and this guy play together? How will that guy stop this guy? It's stuff we can't dream of. That makes it an event. That's what makes it so fun and so big. So now it's kind of taking the fun out of it because they don't go as hard as they used to back then. But back then we got to see a dream once a year. We got to see sometimes Larry and Dr. J play together against some other people when we used to see them butt heads. You understand me? Mm-hmm. So that's what events do. And so an event like that will probably still pull me out of retirement.
Did that fight come close, or why didn't it happen?
Dana's the man with that. He had other plans even before Anderson when I was trying to make it happen. So when you have a plan, when a guy draws out like this whole compound is something that you plan to do. When a guy has a plan, it's kind of hard to change the plan because he already got a plan drawn out. So most of the time when I ask him about the fight, he already has a plan or something that he's working on trying to do. I don't get it wrong. Sometimes different things, different attributes play a factor in those plans and you don't get to do it the way you want to do it or the way you want to do it. So sometimes the things that he had planned did not mature. But there was never a time that when they did mature, we could go and make our fight happen because usually when he said he had plans, I went on and did something else.
Is that still a fight that interests you?
Of course it is, because like I just said, it's not a fight, it's an event. Events always interest me. And because we were trying to do it before they did. So of course it's a huge event that would interest both of us.
So you would come out of retirement for that fight?
Of course I would. Why not? And I would get in top shape and be ready to win it because I'm not planning on losing nothing. Only thing I want to lose is weight. That's it.
Has Dana brought that up?
We really haven't had a chance to talk about it yet, as of late. We were trying to put this together first because he is trying to get into boxing and putting UFC fight pass and Roy Jones on UFC fight pass in a boxing match. It was a big step toward getting him into the boxing arena. So that's what we've been talking about first. But quite naturally, I'm sure that will come up because I know Anderson still wants it. And he wants it, of course, I still want it because, like I said, it's not a boxing match per se. It's an event.
What do you think of Dana White getting into boxing?
It's a brilliant idea because he has a lot of things that he's learned from the UFC by doing things his own way, brought the UFC to a spot where boxing never has gotten to be. You understand me? So it's like with those different ways of looking at it, you bring new blood, new ideas to a game, you're gonna make that game more people. So I look forward to him coming to boxing because I think with that, you take boxing and take it up to another level.
Do you think he'll pull some of the UFC fans over?
Of course he will, because like I said, even with these events like this, that pulls some of the UFC fans over already because of the events. So now you can help this side get better and this side get better. You're going to have an even big event at the top when you do decide to put an event together. So why would he not?
You have your own promotion company. Do you see yourself working with them in some of your events?
Of course. That's why we're doing it now. So my whole goal is to put us together so we can work better. You feel me? It's like everything I do is always to help people come together and work better. You know, it's like people say, you got Russian citizenship. I got Russian citizenship because they offered it, and they're very nice people, and like 90% of the population knows Roy Jones Jr. as a fighter. So why would we start at a lower level of trying to make us come together as people and realize that relationships, being together as people, are more important than warring with people? Because if we go to war, we all lose people. We lose loved ones. Why should we war when we don't have to? Why can't we talk and we're humans? We have the best means, the most means of communication, yet we had a hard time communicating. Why? You feel me? That's crazy. So if you got him who's trying to get into boxing, me who's a superior boxer with an already promotion company, and I do MMA and boxing, then why wouldn't we come together and make it better for both of us? It'd be crazy not to.
Well, do you think boxing's ready for that? For the longest time, it's been boxing versus mixed martial arts. It hasn't been the two communities kind of working together. I know you promoted cards, but do you think the community as a whole, as a boxing community, is ready to start embracing the event?
That's a good question, and give you a good answer for that question, okay? When you see two guys come together and make over $100 million, You think it's good for each other?
Yes.
Okay. Easy answer, right?
Yep.
Give you a fool if you didn't support UFC and boxing, because look what y'all can do together. Huh? Conor McGregor made more money than most fighters that fight have made in one night, and he's not a boxer, he's a UFC guy. Why wouldn't you want to come together with UFC because they can make that happen for you? Why wouldn't you bring the two together?
How much of this event is Zuffa boxing and how much is your promotion?
It's probably 50-50. You know, we doing my promotion too, but of course we want to help Zuffa boxing get their feet ready to get into it the right way. So anything we can do to help Zuffa boxing come on board and go quick, we're going to try to do. So it's 50-50 to me.
Roy, what's the hardest thing, mentally or physically preparing for a fight at your age?
Physically. Mentally, I ain't, listen, let me just explain something to people. People always worry about my mental capacity and how I'm gonna be. I was crazy when I started boxing. You can't mess a crazy guy up, you're already crazy, right? So mentally, I ain't never had a problem getting ready to beat somebody's child up. That's just what I did for a living always. You put your child out there, I'm gonna whoop it. That's what I was programmed to do, and I got you. That's not a problem. Physically, it's very hard for that body to hold up at 49 to what it used to hold up to at 29. So the physical part is the hardest part because you have to keep your body healthy in all the preparation and all the things you do to get ready for a fight. That's a long process which takes a lot of dedication and hard work, but your body has to be able to withstand that hard work or you won't succeed.
You mentioned how there's not a clear-cut pound for pound number one. A lot of people think it's Crawford. A lot of people think it's Lomachenko. How do you have it ranked?
Say that again?
The top pound for pound boxer right now. You
Yep.
mentioned how it's not clear-cut like when you were at the top. A lot of people think it's Lomachenko or Crawford. What's your opinion on who's the best right now?
My opinion on that is it's as follows. There are a lot of guys that can make that claim to fame. If Ward comes out of retirement, of course he should be number one because he beat more people. And he made adjustments to people. He neutralized more guys than anybody. So he would be my number one off the top, right? Lomachenko and Crawford will be number 1A and 1B because they fought whoever you brought to them. However, we have not really seen, we've seen Lomachenko in an adverse situation, and he lost that situation. We haven't seen Crawford really in an adverse situation because nobody did to push him there yet. So we don't really know until we get them pushed to those points to be able to figure it out. But to make a long story short, when I was fighting, I didn't want there to be no question. So I made sure when I went in that ring that before I came out there, you all knew who the best was. And to show you that, you can go look at the YouTube highlights right now of everybody, and you're gonna find one dude who your kid wanna watch again. His name gonna be Roy Jones Jr. Why? Because he fascinated you when he got in that ring. He didn't just beat the guy, he fascinated you while he beat the guy. While he was working on that guy's head, he was fascinated you, showing you things you never seen before. So when you wanna rise to the top pound for pound, it's a little bit more than just boxing, and that's what they're not getting today. So I was highly offended, and he's my colleague, my friend, I love him like a brother. Jim Lampley, when he went and put Chocolatito number 1 pound for pound. How? Who did he beat to become number 1 pound for pound? What did he do to prove to us? I mean, yeah, he does look like an Aguayo clone, but Aguayo wasn't even number 1 pound for pound in his time. He was a great fighter, don't get it wrong, but he was never a top pound for pound guy. So how do you go put his pupil, who hasn't really took it no steps higher, and you put him number 1 pound for pound? Who did he beat to get to be number 1? What did he show us? Skill-wise to be number 1 pound for pound. And shortly after you did that, he got beat. Nothing again. I love the kid to death too, but he wasn't number 1 pound for pound. You can't say that. He didn't do it enough. He didn't show us enough. To be number 1 pound for pound in boxing, I can tell you. UFC, I can't tell you because I'm not well versed in all the different moves and all the different maneuvers and all the takedowns. I don't know about all of that yet. But boxing, I can tell you everything, pretty much, and I can tell you who got it and who ain't. You understand me? So pound for pound is not something that's easily. It's not a popularity contest. It should be about skills. And right now, the skills of the active fighters, you got to put Lomachenko up there, and you got to put Crawford. And you got to put Triple G close by because he got good skills too. However, the only problem with Triple G being number 1 is because Canelo made him change the whole fight game. And he didn't dominate Canelo, so he can't be number 1.
While we're standing here, they just announced the rematch is on for Cinco de Mayo. They just sent out an email.
I know.
So who do you favor in that rematch?
I don't know. It's who's going to be able to make the adjustments? Like the second Ward-Kovalev fight, Ward made adjustments, Kovalev didn't. So it's all about who can make adjustments. That's when your corner comes into play. Because if you got a really good corner, they can help you make the adjustments necessary to change the outcome of that fight. If you don't have a good corner, then you'll see the same fight, or you'll see what happened to Kovalov. You'll come with the same plan, but that plan won't work this time because the other guy changed his plan.
Roy, it's obviously still got passion, so how hard is it to say this is it, man? You can tell the love is still there.
Man, the love is there, but you know, like I said, the heart is with it, but the body can't take it too much more. You feel me? So the heart is with it, but the body ain't able. So you just gotta know that.
Did you ever
affect your mind?
Did you ever see yourself at this age fighting when you started?
Well, like I told you, I never saw myself at this age fight, but I also never saw myself fighting for heavyweight title. So there's a lot of things that God put on my plate that I didn't expect to see. I never saw myself fighting on UFC Fight Pass. Duh. I never saw none of this coming. So who am I to blame? So if I can't see what's coming for myself, how can I let somebody else tell me what I should do? You know, people say, oh, you should quit. You should. How y'all know? If I had quit when they said I should quit, I wouldn't be here right now today fighting the first boxing match on UFC Fight Pass, right? So you don't listen to people, you let God guide you. Let them people say what they want. They knew so much, they be doing instead of you. Anybody else?
From everything you have accomplished in your career, which moment was the most special?
Ma'am, it's really hard to say which moment was the most special, and I thank God for that. And it's not nothing offensive to your question, but I thank God for it because there were so many beautiful moments that it's hard for me to say which one was the best. The thing about the heavyweight, what makes it almost one of the best is because it's something beyond my imagination. I never imagined that I would fight for heavyweight title. Never imagined it. So quite naturally, that goes way up there, but at the same time, when you get a chance to fight the best guy in your sport at the time, the best guy, the #1 pound in your sport at the time, who they think can't be beat, and everybody tell you you can't beat him, and they bet against you, and you go out there and shut him down, that's a pretty good feeling too. So I don't know, it's hard to say. And when you go out there and you fight a guy that's ranked #1, you gotta fight him. So you don't want to fight him because you know he really to you ain't on your level, but you gotta fight him to keep your title. They're gonna strip you, and you go out there and you put your hand behind your back, and you knock him out with your hand behind your back. Come on, man, who does that? You feel me? So it's a lot of moments that, I mean, a whole round with somebody who is as good as Vinny Pazienza and not get hit with a punch. A whole round with another legendary fighter and not get hit with a punch in the face. What about it? You know, there's so much to go back and look at that it's hard to say which one was the best. I did so much that it's hard to say what was the best.
What would happen if you and Bernard met on a Saturday afternoon in that ring right behind you?
I would beat him. I would beat him every day. But we got to take his promotion coming out the equation. You know, we got to be a neutral site, a neutral promotional company, so that he don't get to pick the referee and the judges. Then I keep this behind. But if Go to Buck promotes it, I'm probably going to lose. If he go 12 rounds, I'm probably going to lose.
Thanks, Short.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.